After nearly 20 years in business, we can finally explain what we do for our clients clearly. Here goes. We understand the best way to deploy your applications from day 1 to day 7,304 and all the days in between. Let me give you an example. A client came to us and wanted 1 to 2 cabinets of colocation. They had spec'd out about $250,000 worth of hardware for their network, server, storage, and backup infrastructure. So they were looking at $250,000 one time plus $1,000 a month for colocation. We were able to find them colocation easily, but we had to ask the question, had they considered getting a quote to build their systems in the cloud, fully managed up to the operating system level? We asked because we knew they had almost no operations staff to keep this up and running. Long story short, that infrastructure in the cloud was about $6,200 per month. So, for what they were about to spend, the $250,000 we mentioned, plus colocation, they would be able to get about 47 months of cloud computing. The exciting part of this wasn't replacing their infrastructure with cloud, but we knew based on their staffing that this would have overwhelmed their small IT department. Additionally, this simple analysis doesn't cover the overhead of increasing their IT staff to be able to keep these systems alive. The components not reflected in the hardware purchase were software licensing, a 24-hour support NOC, engineers that can do systems administration, security, network, backup, and new VMware at the same time. Note, this isn't a perfect solution for everyone, but our client had almost no operations staff. They loved this option and ended up taking it. So here's the same story, but in reverse. Software as a service provider that offers their application as a subscription. In the early days, they weren't ready for colocation, and so they went with the same thing, public cloud plus management. Over the course of about 5 years, they did well enough that they were storing nearly a petabyte of data for their clients. They found out that their competitors were charging less and with potentially better margins because they had built an internal hyperscaling cloud. We started guiding our client on how to build this internally as well. While this may sound like a step backwards because it's not cloud, it's exactly what was needed to allow them to continue competing for new clients with healthy margins. Furthermore, the gaps in the internal IT staff were filled by a third-party management provider that specialized in data centers outside of their own. We have plenty more of these stories, but our message is this: allow someone to help you check out all of your options. That's what we do. Call us anytime.